Coming up next on In the City, County Farm Road and Joe B. Jackson are being connected for access to I-24. Then we learn more about the Blue Alert system. Also, a local artist gets their artwork displayed at a local park. And finally, Planning Director Joseph Aydelott shares a little about himself and his role in Murfreesboro. All this and more coming up next on In the City. Hello and welcome to another edition of In the City, your source for what's happening right here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm your host, Fadia Patterson. The city, county, and state are coming together on the road project to connect County Farm Road with Joe B. Jackson Highway. This will give residents direct access to I-24. City engineer Chris Griffith gives us some insight.
We're at the Joe B. Jackson Parkway project. This is a widening from I-24 out near the interchange that the state built back to all the way to Church Street. A lot of it will be roadway widening, kind of a 5-lane section out around the interstate, and then get back to a 3-lane section here through the residential area. And then there'll be a 5-lane section actually out at Church Street in the commercial area, which is where the new Walmart's proposed there. They're at the corner of Joe B. Jackson and Church Street. Started the project the 1st of May, actually making very good progress. It's a joint project with between the county, city of Murfreesboro, and the Tennessee Department of Transportation. The state's also kicking in a portion of the funding. About $10.8 million. It's the highest value also for a city project. TDOT's paying for about the first $2 million of that, and then the city and the county splitting the remaining portion of it. The work that's going here behind me is actually the beginning of the bridge construction. It's a 1,300-foot long bridge. It'll be the longest bridge in Murfreesboro, and probably one of the longest in Rutherford County also. It'll actually span both the Stones River and CSX Railroad here that you can see behind me. Project is slated to take about 2 years to complete. Of course, with the biggest portion of that being the bridge work. They're actually something unusual. They're actually starting the bridge work on both sides, and they'll meet in the middle. And what we'll do is not only connect all these this residential and this commercial area over, give them a more direct route to the interstate, but also connect this residential area to the give them a connection to the industrial area. As you know, the Amazon fulfillment center that we built last year, NHK, Pretoria. You know, we've got a lot of industrial area in there. And we'll get these rooftops a more direct route as opposed to having to, you know, go all the way out to the interstate or go out to some of these other roads.
The Blue Alert was established to provide immediate information to the public about violent attacks on police officers. Dispatcher Betsy Lee has more.
A blue alert is when a law enforcement officer has been killed in the line of duty or has gone missing under suspicious circumstances. It's an activation similar to the Amber Alert system, but it's when it's law enforcement involved. It was created and put into law in 2011, and it's TCA code 386-122. When the blue alert is issued by TBI, so the criteria is a little different than it is, say, with a silver alert. That's at the agency discretion. Okay. And TBI will activate a blue alert on the request of the chief of police of that agency when certain criteria are met. The officer has to be killed or seriously injured in the line of duty. Suspect description needs to be available with possible vehicle. If the law enforcement officer is missing under suspicious circumstances or the potential of foul play involved, if we have a description of the officer, that is offered to the TBI, and that's how they determine the criteria for the blue alert has been met. There has to be a serious public risk or a risk to other law enforcement for the suspect to be considered potential for the blue alert. On the checklist for a blue alert, once we have the report that the officer is either killed, seriously injured, or missing under foul play, the chain of command will immediately be notified, and that's the detective, on-duty detective, the detective chain of command, as well as captains up to the chief. We will get that information, we will put a BOLO out, we can do a locator poster, we need to do an entry into NCIC on the suspect or the missing officer, or both, if we know who potentially kidnapped the officer, if that's the situation. You would do a wanted entry on the suspect, you would do the missing entry on the officer. You need to obtain warrants and extradition information for that entry. For TBI to be notified, it just needs to be a temporary felon or a missing person entry that is done prior to the blue alert activation. The activation is done through the Amber Alert network, the local media, the locator posters, TDOT, and then dispatch will need to transfer that temporary wanted into a full wanted person once the copy of the warrant's obtained. Make sure that your critical incident stress debriefing team has also been notified.
Rita Shacklett, director of the Linebaugh Public Library, tells us about some upcoming events and programs in June you definitely don't want to miss.
Linebaugh Public Library is located at 105 West Vine Street. Our hours of operation are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sundays, 1 to 6 p.m. Here are some upcoming events at the library that you and your family can enjoy. The Lit Wits Book Club will not be meeting in June. The Friends of Linebaugh Library will hold their last monthly book sale until fall on Saturday, June 15th from 9 a.m. until noon. The bookstore is located on P2, or the upper level of the parking garage under Linebaugh Library. The Joint Board of Directors of the Linebaugh Public Library System will meet on Monday, June 17th at 5 p.m. in the boardroom on the second floor at Linebaugh Public Library. This meeting is open to the public. The Tuesday Book Discussion Group will meet on Tuesday, June 18th at 7:30 p.m. to discuss Wheat That Springeth Green by J.F. Powers. Join us for story time at MGL Library at Patterson Park Community Center at 9 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. each Tuesday and 10 a.m. each Wednesday for preschool-age children. Activities include storytelling, music, and more. The Seniors Group meets on the first Thursday of every month at MGL. There is also a Senior Citizens Game Day on the fourth Thursday of every month. MGL is offering a free structured basic computer skills class. The class is scheduled to be from 5 to 6 on the first Tuesday of every month. Anyone is encouraged to attend, and all ages are welcome. The Romance and More Book Club will be meeting June 15th at 10 a.m. The featured book will be The Book Thief by Marcus Suzak. Smyrna Writers will be meeting on Saturday, June 8th and Saturday, June 29th at noon. Smyrna Library wishes to announce that due to an increase in library programming, the conference room will no longer be rented to outside organizations. For information on library programs, local events, and great information, be sure to follow the library's official Twitter account at Line Library. That's at LINE Library.
The Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department and the Murfreesboro City Hall Art Committee had a sculpture contest with the winning prize displaying their sculpture at the Gateway Island Park. The former Siegel High School student, who is now at MTSU, was the honoree at a recent reception.
This is a really great day for us in the Parks and Recreation Department. We have looked forward to having public art in parks for many, many years. I've been here now 25 years, and really this is the first piece that we've commissioned in a park, and I think it just looks wonderful. What do you guys think? I was telling Eric when I came up that I think it exceeded our expectation, and for Lauren and Michael and Eric and all the folks that worked on this, thank you. I think it's a great addition to the parks. I look forward to more engagement, public art in our park systems, and I know that our plaza has a nice piece of public art. And I really think that adds to the quality of life that we experience here in Murfreesboro.
With this piece and the dedication of it today, I believe Murfreesboro joins those great cities that have a tremendous amount of public art available. It means so much to us, even though in many ways we overlook it, we still know that it's there. Our city schools spend a great deal of time and effort on art and trying to promote those artistic talents that all of our children have. I think all of us see the talent that we have locally, and we can certainly see it in this vision, and I hope it is just a continuation of many more public art pieces that we have across our city in those appropriate places that we gather, that we bring our visitors come here, and so that our business owners and residents know how important art is to the community and the continuation of our artistic talents across all of our community members.
In 2007, there was a competition through the city to determine, what students could come up with a design for a public art piece in Murfreesboro. And fortunately, I worked with my high school teacher, and we came up with a design that was glass panels that had an arch that said community. And I won the competition, and I've been working ever since with Eric Snyder and Michael Baggardly to come up with an art piece for this spot on the Greenway.
I'm relieved that it's done, especially for the committee, because I know how hard that they have worked on it and thought about it, and it's been something in the back of their mind for 6 or 7 years. I'm glad to help bring that to a culmination. I think a successful culmination. I think it really fits the space well. I think it looks better out here now in real life than it did when I did the first CAD mock-up and drawing for the space. So very happy with it. So I hope the community is too. And I hope it leads to more sculpture on the Greenway, I think, which is very important.
Becky Johnson, the Parks and Recreation Department's Marketing and Special Events Coordinator, is here to talk about some great activities coming up. Becky?
Hi, I'm Becky Johnson with the Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department. We have parks, greenways, and facilities all across the city with lots to offer. Here are some programs and events for you and your family.
Summer Camp Registration. Sign up now for one of our exciting summer camp programs. We offer a wide variety of camps. You may register at the main office located at Barfield Crescent Park, Patterson Park Community Center, or SportsCom. Some camps are full, but hurry while spaces are still available for some of the others. For more information, check out the camp programs on our website at www.murfreesborotn.gov/parks or call 615-890-5333. Movies Under the Stars. Movies Under the Stars returns this summer with a lineup of family-oriented flicks. Bring your blankets, lawn chairs, or truck bed. Movie lists are available on site and at all MPRD facilities. Refreshments are available for purchases. For all ages, now through July 27th. Locations: Mondays, Cason Lane Trailhead. Tuesdays, Cannonsburg Village. Thursdays, Richard Siegel Neighborhood Park. Fridays, Mitchell Nielsen Primary. Saturdays, Hobgood Elementary School. The movie begins at 8:30 p.m. and is free to attend. You may also contact our main office for the list of movies at 615-890-5333. For other information, call Marlene Sewell at 615-893-2141. Splash Out, it's Water Day. Join us under the spray from the Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department. Wear clothes and shoes in which to get wet in, and don't forget your sunscreen and towel. Parents, plan to stay with your children and enjoy the water too. Splash Out will be held Thursdays, June 20th at Barfield Crescent Park, Pavilions 5, 6, and 7, and July 18th at Old Fort Park, Pavilion number 1, from 1:30 to 3 o'clock p.m. The event is free. For more information, contact Marlene Sewell at 615-893-2141. Boat Day with SRWA. Try out different types of canoes and kayaks with the help from volunteers from Stones River Watershed Association. You'll learn boating basics, paddling strokes, and boat safety from knowledgeable volunteers. Discover characteristics and advantages of each craft. Paddles and personal flotation devices will be provided. Free for all ages on Saturday, June 29th from 9 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. at the Manson Pike Trailhead. For more information, contact Belinda Tate at 615-893-2141. Youth football and cheerleading program signups. If your child is ready for the challenge of football, then the Murfreesboro Recreation Department City Football League is the ideal league. The Murfreesboro Football League is a non-travel recreational league located at the McKnight Park Youth Football Complex. The league consists of all levels from beginners to advanced players. For ages 5 through 13, age as of September 1st, 2013. Ages 5 through 6-year-olds will play flag football. 7 through 13 will play tackle football. Cheerleading is a fantastic way to stay healthy and physically fit while building confidence. Cheer squads will practice and cheer for their assigned football teams. Cheer is for ages 7 through 13. Registration for both programs will be Monday through Fridays, June 17th through July 12th at the Sportscom from 8 o'clock a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. The Barfield Main Office and McFadden Community Center from 10 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. and Saturdays at Sportscom from 10 o'clock a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. on June 15th, 22nd, and 29th. The fee is $70 per player for football and $30 for cheer plus $45 for the uniform. For more information, contact the Athletics Department at 615-907-2251.
For more information about these events and programs, please pick up our Rec Connection Program Guide, which may be found at any of our facilities, or visit us at murfreesborotn.gov/parks to download a copy. For other information or general questions, call us at 615-890-5333. Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department, dedicated to enhancing your quality of life.
And Joseph Aydelott tells us about his role as the planning director of Murfreesboro and the city's bright future.
I'm Joseph Aydelott. I'm the city's planning director. I grew up in a little community called Sunrise in Hickman County, and that's a place that's literally a bump on a map. It's a very rural area. It's a place where all the people were pretty much kinfolk. Our families shared a similar experience in that most of us had been down there for almost 150 years. A lot of the families were long property ownership that dated back to prior to the Civil War. So I had very deep roots. My family was a very well-respected family in the sense that we were landowners and had been for many years. We had employed people in our farms, had been involved in the community politics, involved with the school boards, with the county commissions, and were well respected. My grandfather was a long-time county commissioner, and people would come from great distances beyond his own district to seek his counsel on things and to get his buy-in on things that were going on. And at that time it was different than the things we experienced. It may have been things like improving a road or getting somebody to rein in a belligerent bull. You know, things were different in the rural area. But it's a place that is still there. There's relatively few people there, but we have a lot of land down there that's still in the family. Way back in my youth, when I was thinking about what I was going to do in life, I knew I wanted to have a career in public service. I wanted to be involved in some sort of a public administration type of job, and that was before I went to college. I studied law. I also targeted that I wanted to be employed in the Middle Tennessee area. I wanted to be able to have some connection to my roots. I wanted to be within proximity to my family. I come from a very large and very close family, and I wanted to be able to visit home. The mission of the planning department is to coordinate the physical development of the community. And what that really entails is more than may at first appear. It really involves a lot of different things that involve development. First of all, literally every development plan comes through my office, often, not just once, but multiple times. When I talk about development plans, I'm talking about everything from a Walmart supercenter to someone just building their house or building a garage to their house, even a fence. All this involves some development of some form, construction, changing of the face of the land. So our job is to coordinate this, and our job is not to recruit industry, although we help to recruit industry. Our job is not to build the buildings or the fences or the apartments, but to coordinate where they go and how they are constructed, the infrastructure in the community. So we use things like subdivision regulations to regulate how land is subdivided, how easements are placed, how new roads are constructed. We use our site plan review and zone ordinance to say what goes where, how large a lot should be, what densities of population. I've had the opportunity to observe Murfreesboro's growth over the last 30 years. I've been with the city since 1984. I came to Murfreesboro to attend MTSU in 1980. So have had an opportunity to see Murfreesboro really grow from a time when it was a relatively small community of 30,000 to now to a fairly large city of over 110,000 people. The Medical Center Parkway is something I personally have found very rewarding. It's something that grew from a dream of seeing a change in our image as a community to improve the selection of employment opportunities. And that dream has come a long ways towards fulfillment, and I find it very validating to have been a big part of that.
Linda Bird is back to tell us about some upcoming classes, trips, dances, and other programs being offered by the St. Clair Street Senior Center.
Hi, I'm Linda Burke. If you're a senior in Murfreesboro, we'd love for you to come and check out the St. Clair Street Senior Center. There's always something happening at St. Clair, all with you in mind. Here are just some of the activities we have coming up. June the 11th at 10 o'clock is the International Folk Fest Dancers from Turkey. Come and join others in learning the dance and costumes of Turkey. International dancers come every year for the seniors to enjoy and bring the beautiful and colorful dance, costumes, and music. June the 12th at 9:30 is ceramics with the grandchildren. Begin your project on June the 12th and return on June 14 for part 2. The cost is $5 per grandchild for the ceramics piece that has been chosen by instructor Joanne Shreve. You and your grandchild will enjoy making a ceramics piece of art to take home. June 13 at 10:30 is legal assistance and information. The Legal Aid Society of Middle Tennessee will present information about the services they can provide and most cases they can represent. Good information for everyone. June the 17th at 10:30 is Decoupage Gourd Birdhouse Craft Class. Transform an ordinary gourd into a beautiful birdhouse art suitable for indoor or outdoor use. Beginners welcome. All supplies provided. June the 17th at 2 o'clock is Memory Cafe in Murfreesboro. The Memory Cafe provides a relaxed, friendly occasion for persons with Alzheimer's or other memory loss issues and their caregivers to talk, laugh, and experience friendship. The Memory Cafe is co-sponsored by the Alzheimer's Association and located at the Grapevine Restaurant. Call Cindy Thomas at the Senior Center for more information. June the 22nd at 5:30 is the Cookout and Card Party with Parks and Recreation Department. Join Marlene at the Senior Center for hamburgers and hot dogs. Bring a favorite side dish or dessert to serve 10. Eat and then enjoy your favorite games. June the 24th at 9:30 is a new educational class entitled what's on your plate. Learn how to make lifestyle changes and wise food choices as part of your daily life. A book will be given to all who participate so you can refer to helps in making nutritious food choices. Be sure and sign up for this class. June the 27th at 1 o'clock is the Welcome Back Party. This is a big event to welcome our seniors back for another year of activities, trips, and events.
We'd love for you to come and be a part of what's going on at St. Clair Street Senior Center. If you'd like to join us and sign up for classes, trips, and events, we're located at 325 St. Clair Street. And for more information, you can call us at 848-2550 or visit us on the web at www.murfreesborotn.gov. Come and join us.
In other news, the Murfreesboro City Council recently approved a partner program with the Red Cross. City Manager Rob Lyons explains.
The Red Cross approached us about a program they had called Partner. And what the Partner program is getting city employees to assist the Red Cross during an emergency. Many of our city employees have an outstanding knowledge of our community. And not all of those are emergency responders. So under the Partner program, our non-emergency responding personnel would go to work for the Red Cross for up to 2 weeks. It might be answering phones, it might be bringing food out to neighborhoods, it might be staffing the telephone and answering phone calls. Because in those type situations, the Red Cross has got a limited number of personnel and needs some extra help. In the event of an emergency, the Red Cross would contact me. I'd work with the department head to make sure if you weren't needed, we would go ahead and let you go to work for the Red Cross just like that was your full-time job. The city would maintain your pay and benefits, but you would go work for the Red Cross for that 2-week period. So this becomes a great experience for them to help the Red Cross, help the community, and the City Council supported that. So we have signed up for it. Hope we don't need to use it. But in the event we do, our employees will be stepping up to the plate to help.
Murfreesboro's engineering department has a new service to better inform the public. The door hanger developed by Public Works Inspector Ron Dennis is similar to the one issued by the Streets Department when paving is planned. The engineering version will be used to warn residents when work will be done in a particular area. Dennis said that might include hanging 1 or 2 for small jobs or up to 80 or 90 for large jobs. The Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department's Honor Guard presented the 2013 National Championship Trophy to Chief Cumby Gaines. This is the 2nd consecutive year that the MFRD Honor Guard has placed first in the National Honor Guard competition at the Fire Department Instructors Conference in Indianapolis, Indiana. MFRD driver Mike Keith was recently promoted to Captain Shift Training Officer. His responsibility is to oversee all aspects of training the MFRD personnel. Keith has been with the department since 2000 and has obtained several certifications during his career. Assistant Chief Ken Honeycutt announced his plans to retire effective July 12, 2013 after 34 years of service for the Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department. He began his career in 1979 as a firefighter, promoted to driver in 1986, and promoted to Assistant Chief Fire Marshal in 1988. Chief Cumby Gaines stated, "We truly appreciate Ken and all of his years of hard work and dedication to this department. We wish him well in all his future endeavors. He will be missed." As always, our goal here at Murfreesboro City TV is to provide you with local city information 24 hours a day. So if you want to find out what's happening right here in your town, pick up a copy of our program schedule at the Linebaugh Public Library, St. Clair Street Senior Center, or the city's website at murfreesborotn.gov. If you'd like a copy via email, just send the request to citytv@murfreesborotn.gov. Remember, on the city's website, you have city programs and meetings right at your fingertips. And the City TV channel is streaming live 24 hours a day at www.murfreesborotn.gov. In addition, please visit us on YouTube as we offer a wide variety of programming, and follow the City of Murfreesboro on Twitter at CityofMBoroTN. Until next time, I'm your host, Fadia Patterson, and we'll see you soon in the city.